Sometimes we place so much faith in the medical world, believing it holds all the answers to our well-being. We wait for prescriptions, for diagnosis, for someone to tell us how to feel better.
Guys, isn't this the most perfect cherry?
There's a comfort in believing that there are clear scientific answers to our illness. But as we find ourselves waiting for these answers, it's easy to fall into a state of compliance where we feel powerless over our own health. There have been many times in my life when I felt lost, relying entirely on the medical system to make me whole. Over the past few years, I've placed a lot of trust in the medical system without seeing much improvement. But what if we realized that our health and happiness are not solely dependent on medical interventions, but also on the choices we make every day? Living with a chronic illness means that choices take a whole new weight. I often feel guilty about my decisions. If I choose to rest over pushing myself, I feel guilty that I'm not being productive. But if I push myself too hard, I risk a flare and days of recovery. This is why it's so important to take charge of our health and not rely on others to make decisions for us. Yes, decisions can be difficult, and the fear of making the wrong choice is real. But we can't let that fear paralyze us. We need to be present in our daily lives, taking control of our routines and making choices that support our well-being. Mistakes are part of the learning process, and they can provide valuable insights into what works and what doesn't for our bodies. We can't rely on other people or systems to make decisions for us. While guidance and support are helpful, ultimately, we are the experts on our own bodies. We need to trust ourselves and our intuition, even if it means occasionally stumbling along the way. Lately, I have realized something needs to change for me, and I'm deciding to make that change. It's important to remember that even though we don't always get it right, we can't be afraid of making mistakes. We can't just wait for others or the system to decide for us. We have to take action ourselves.
Guess what I just bought? I bought an inversion table. I think that's what they're called. You know those tables that you get strapped to and then it flips upside down and it's supposed to decompress your spine? Yeah, that's what I got. I got tired of waiting for doctors to come up with a solution for my pain. So I started researching what I could do to help, especially with all the nerve compression that I have. And one of the things that was recommended is this inversion table, because gravity pulls everything the other direction and it's supposed to take the pressure off the nerves. So I bought this table on Amazon. The reviews were amazing. However, everybody said that the putting together of the table was a nightmare. They said the instructions were terrible, there were tons of pieces, the drawings were horrible, and it was really hard to put it together. So that should be interesting, but let's have a look. Let's see what this is about. Just a matter of figuring out what goes where, right? Did you just wake up? You wanna go outside? She needs to go pee-pee. Pee. The building. It's a inversion table. You know, the stuff to decompress your spine that puts you upside down.
Don't get stuck upside down.
This is something that I want to give it a try because I feel like I need to find other ways to cope with my pain and to improve the health of my spine, because what I've learned is that I can't really rely on the healthcare system here, especially for chronic stuff. So does that mean that I won't be going to doctors, that I won't be doing testings? No, I absolutely will continue to do those things because I do see value on those things. But I think we can become too reliant and too dependent on those things, and we forget that there's things that we can do for ourselves. I don't even know where I'm going to keep this. It is probably going to be something quite large. It does fold so that it can be pushed against the wall. I don't even know where to start. Wow, okay, that is a lot more than I was expecting. Oh my gosh, that is extremely overwhelming. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. I will definitely have to wait until my son is back to help me, or when my husband is done work, because that's too much. It's between the brain fog and the constant pain that kind of like affects your concentration, your ability to like comprehend information. That is a little bit too much for me. I also want to start seeing my chiropractor again. I stopped seeing my chiropractor around December, January, because I felt really overwhelmed with all the appointments that I had. I was doing physio, I was doing chiro, I was doing massage, I had doctor's appointments, and it was just too much. And especially during the winter, it is so hard for me to get out of the house in the cold. And if the weather is bad, it really affects my joints and my pain levels. So I kind of took a break during the winter, but I feel that it is time to get back at it. And since December, my back has been getting worse and worse. And is it because I stopped doing all those interventions, or it's just the course of the disease that would have got worse anyways? I don't know, but what I can do right now, it's kind of go back to doing those things that I was doing in the winter. So I'm going to start physio again. I'm actually looking for a physio that is specific for ankylosing spondylitis. I was doing physio for POTS, and that helped me so much. And I want to find someone that is specific for ankylosing spondylitis. So I'm on the hunt for that. I've done a few inquiries. There's some people that have to get back to me. And I want to bring all my MRI results to my chiropractor, see what he says. And I want to start doing massage therapy again. Because there aren't that many doctor's appointments that I have to attend right now, because I'm pretty much like in a waiting game, I feel that it will be more manageable to add those things. Unlike in December when I had all of that plus a bunch of doctor's appointments, it became quite overwhelming. So we'll see how it goes. I'll slowly start adding things, and hopefully I will start to get better. So while I'm waiting for this to be put together, there are other things that I can do, and I'm going to show you. Come with me.
Say what you want, say what you wanna say. I already know your mind. Take what you want, take a piece of me. It seems to ease your